This video explores how you can maximise transfer of a motor skill. Firstly, transfer refers to whether people can take something they've learned from one context and apply it to a different context. Today we will have 3 suggestions that have been put forward by Schmidt and Lee. To better help understand these, we will be applying them to golf. Schmidt and Lee's first recommendation was to point out the similarities or differences between skills. This should occur during the early stage of learning when the individual is gaining the theoretical knowledge. Applying this to golf, we would point out that both a shot using an iron and a driver employ the same club grip, require keeping your head down and following through once you've connected with the ball. Conversely, to highlight differences, we would explain that during the setup, the swing for a drive is more exaggerated than an iron. And you're also aiming to hit the middle of the ball opposed to the grass below the ball. Comparing and contrasting between different shot types will help the individual develop a more accurate mental representation of which shot technique should be used in certain contexts. Secondly, the use of verbal cues to emphasize transfer was recommended. This involves making sure if 2 things have the same underlying structure, they are labelled the same. Regardless of whether the shot is taken with a driver or an iron, some underlying elements are still the same, and verbal cues can be used to describe them. For instance, you would have your feet shoulder width apart and the ball in the middle, which is cued as the stance width. The movement of the club stroke after the ball has been struck is also consistent for shots with a driver and an iron, such that telling the learner to maintain their stance width and to follow through means the exact same thing whether using a driver or an iron. Lastly, Schmidt and Lee recommended the use of variable practice. Variable practice is the idea that motor skills are learned and practiced in a wide range of environments and context to replicate the variability encountered in the real world. Applying this to golf, it would be recommended that the learner practice the shot technique with various clubs, on different terrains, in different weather conditions, and with and without a tee. This should even be extended into social contexts, such that learners should practice with and without others present. This would expose them to the potential influence of social pressure encountered in a real golf environment. The variation of practice conditions for golf shots can facilitate superior motor skill transfer and improve long-term retention, irrespective of the context.